sensory loss or severe vision and hearing disabilities, but few of us have even heard about deaf blindness or realise just how big a problem the condition is.
Most of the information we receive comes straight from our vision and hearing. So how different would your world be if you could no longer see or hear? Today there are 288,000 Australians who are deaf-blind. It's costing taxpayers over $7 billion a year, and according to Able Australia, the numbers are only going to rise.
Year 2050, there'll be some 3 million people with vision, hearing loss or deaf blindness, almost the population of Melbourne.
Michelle Stevens was in her 30s when her hearing started to go. As a musician and already living with a severe vision disability, it was hard for her to take.
When my hearing became so bad where I couldn't even hear the piano, I would cry. I just felt life wouldn't be worth living if I didn't have music. I just had no idea what was going to happen. I had no idea whether I'd end up in some home somewhere, vegetating away.
Through Able Australia, Michelle took part in music therapy sessions, which helped turn her life around.
It has made a very, very big difference because when I'm playing music, it basically helps to forget any problems.
Able Australia runs programs that help people with severe disabilities connect with the community, develop relationships and complete the daily tasks necessary to live a normal life.
The current funding for Able Australia covers a person for about 3 hours a week, so we are desperately in need of extra funds and extra support from government.
Alan Lawson was born deaf. Growing up, he had eyesight problems that got progressively worse until eventually he had lost his sight altogether.
Well, when I was young and I had vision, you know, I was fit and I was active and life was great. I used to do motorbike riding and running and I was always out and active. After I turned 40, my eyes started getting worse and worse very quickly. Depression set in. You know, I just thought my future would be a sad future.
There's a high percentage of depression, as you can imagine, being confined to your own home all day, every day. It's because it's simply a challenge to get out.
It was about 4 or 5 years ago that I started the art therapy classes. At first I thought, well, I don't know how this is going to go, but they helped me see what was on the canvas as I was painting.
Now Alan has the confidence he needs to connect with the outside world.
I get out here and water the garden quite often. I did all the paving around the place. It was quite hard, that difficult work. Planted all the plants and designed the different areas. Now, in my mind, I remember this space. I know what it looks like.
It's been called the forgotten disability, but deaf blindness is an issue that needs to be addressed.
I think if it hadn't been for Able Australia, I just would have totally given up.
We need to ask for more support and more hours and more funding so that my life will keep going up and up instead of going down.
It's hard to even imagine what it would be living like that. If you want some information on Able Australia or dual sensory loss, just head to 7pmproject.com.au.
Now, India